This is Irontrader. The pitch just closed here about 5 minutes ago at 2:30. So as usual, we're going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels will be posted along with the EIA report. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation advice on the stock market ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Well, what do we have here today? Well, so far, basically what we do is we just have what they call an inside day. Okay, so your highs and lows are inside of the previous day's candles. Okay, so let's look at the downside. So what we want to do is look at today's low. Okay, so you're looking at 86.39. If that's lost, then we come over here to 85.93, and then we want to look at this candle right here. Okay, this is 84.89. You always want to look at these candles here because these were the breakout candles. Just like we looked here at this 83.50 or 77.33, then when it broke out, seeing it just ran up here. So you always want to look at that as a retest. Now, again, if that is lost, then we come over here to your 84.23. That is going to be your 8 SMA here. Very, very key support here. And then we can look to these candles here. You're looking at 83.69, the top over here, okay? And then you can look at a bottom here of 83.46. And then you have your 82.14 here. There's your 21 SMA. And obviously, if that's lost, then your big target is going to be this 50 SMA sitting at 78.94. And then we have your retest going on there at 77.59. Okay, now here on the upside, the key level is going to be yesterday's high. Okay, so if we look at this price channel here, you're looking at 88.08. Now again, if it can close above that, then we just look to the left of our charts here. Okay, so we want to look to right here on this candle right here. Okay, so basically what you're looking at is 88.68 here. And then we have 89.24, then you have 89.84, and then you have 90.10. Now, if it can get above this whole area, because there's going to be a lot of resistance, if you can get above this area here, then we look to this candle here. You're looking at 91.35, and then we have 92.87, and then your big target is 93.74. Okay, the reason to look at that as your big target is because when it went up here and then it came right back down and then it retested it and it couldn't get through, then it sold off. So it always wants to retest that area. But this area right here is going to be very, very crucial here because you can see how many times that the candles, hit it and it just couldn't get through. So that's going to be very crucial up. So that's your upside, and then we know what your downside is. Now, if you look at this RSI here, this is in very, very overbought conditions here. So we're going to see how if it can roll over, or sometimes it can just ride that right on out here too. Now your MACD, okay, you look at that, the bullish cross still very much intact here. So that is very good here. So it just looks like right now here, any kind of a pullback here down to these levels here would be more of a buying opportunity than a selling opportunity. Okay, let's look here on a weekly. All right, now your price right now is sitting at 86.84, and we look at this 21-day. You're sitting at 86.81 here. So you're really fighting this 21 SMA here. Okay, this is why you just keep it simple. Your 8, your 21, your 50, your 100 and 200 day, and candlesticks. That's a very simple way to trade. See how it went right up. I've been talking about this 21 day when it's way down here on your monthly chart. And look where you are right now. Okay, so you're sitting right at it. Now, if we can close above one, then we just follow those candlesticks like we did on that daily and work yourself right on up. Now, here on your weekly chart here, well, this is still very, very bullish here. Okay, this was that 83.53. There was your retest there. And then, boom, she sold right down. But you notice it held the 8-day, held the 50-day, held the 21-day. And then that was the buying opportunity right there. And then she just rallied up real nice. So now what we ought to do is you want to look at the downside. You want to look here at that 85.83. Okay, that's going to be very critical. And then come over to this top of this candle here, 84.89, and then 83.53. And then we look here to your 8-day at 82.11. If that's lost, then we come down to your 50-day, it's 78.18, and then you have your 21 SMA here sitting at 76.21. Now, again, if we get a close here, basically below this candle here, this is almost like your 75 area. If you get a close below this, then there's your target is sitting at 68.76 and then 63.64. Now, crude oil is rallying here pretty good because, it's hurricane season here. That's the first thing. But the next thing is, OPEC did that volunteer cut of an extra 1 million barrels per day, and then Russia added another 300,000 barrels. So you got 1.3 million barrels a day they're cutting in oil to get that price up there and keep it on up. It's basically what they're doing here. It's just not just for the money, but it's called leverage. They have the leverage. They have the upper hand now when it comes to the old crude scheme. Okay, let's take a look here on the old Natgas. All right, here's your Natgas. Now, Natgas had a pretty good, had like a 10-cent range in there today. Actually about 11 cents, so wasn't really that bad here. But if we just look at this chart here, I always point out this candle here. The low on this here is 2.457. It retested it, put that green candle in here. Okay, that's that red dog candle, and you had a nice double bottom. All right, so actually this pattern here, as long as you can hold this 2.45 and this 2.42, this is still in good shape here. So today you had a low of 2.5, which held it up pretty nice, and now she's trying to go on the upside. Okay, so here on the 4-hour chart here, you're basically going to watch that 21 SMA here, your 100 SMA, which that candle went right into it, couldn't get above, and then next thing is going to be right around that 265, 266 area here, with your 200 and your 50-day. Above that is your 270. Okay, but right now this 8-day can curl up here and push that price back up here. You can have the same thing we have going on right here. Now, if you look here on your hourly chart here, I posted this many times here, 2.86, 5, 2.86, double top. That tells me short all the way to the bottom here. Okay, so this was a really nice short sell here. I use the cold KOLD, but I scalp it every day. I just don't know how to buy and hold here on Natgas. But now we're above this key 50 SMA, which is good, which I pointed out this morning, okay? So now the next thing you need to do is close above this 2.61 and then headed for this 2.66. If it can get above that, well, then we can just start layering this thing all the way up and maybe get a possible retest here of this key 2.86 level here. If this 2.5 is lost here, then we want to look here to your 2.45, and then you want to look to your 2.42. All right, let's take a look on a daily and a weekly. Okay, your weekly isn't showing too much here. You're holding this key level here, 2.518. On your upside, 2.649. So basically, here comes the pinball action again here between the two until we can, rise on up here. Okay, so then your target would be that 2.865, and then we'd have this key 2.87, and then your breakout candle is going to be this one right here at 3.027. If you can get above, well, we have your 200-day sitting at 3.08, but you can see how this has just been declining. But again, if you can close above that 200, then you have 3.54 right here. This is your 50 SMA here, and then we'll see what your 200-day is. You're sitting at 3.76. Okay, so there is upside potential, but if you look at your price channels, everything's still intact. Okay, it's really a whole lot of nothing right now, just sideways action. Okay, here on your daily chart, well, let me big that up a little bit here. See, it sold right down here, but look at it. You're holding your key 100 SMA here. See, right down to 2.50. Nice. Again, if that's lost, then you look at the candle here, 2.45. Look for the retest, 2.42. If you lose 2.42, well, then she's man out the window. On the upside, we want to look at all this, basically 2.66 area here. If we can get above, look to the top of that candle, 2.708. That's the gap. Look to the bottom of this candle, 2.73. That's the fill, okay? So that would be the target if you can get above here, and then we want to head to this 2.86, okay? And then obviously above this nice double top that was put into place, well, then we'd have a nice retest up here of basically 3.02, and then higher would be your 3.08. Okay, so natural gas right now, it needs a catalyst. It needs something, to say I'm going to go long, I'm going to go short. But right now you can see how it just waterfalled right on down here. But again, now you're coming into the winter here. If you have a cold winter, the Farmer's Almanac is predicting a pretty cold winter here. I use a different kind of a pattern, to trade. What I do is I follow, I know this sounds crazy, but I look at the oak trees. When oak trees start falling, that means the squirrels are picking up the nuts. They're getting ready here for a cold winter. Sounds crazy, but, it actually works. So You might want to keep aware of what them squirrels are doing. All right, I'll have more for you on crude oil and natty gas here tomorrow morning before 8 o'clock. And thanks for watching.